Update March 14th, 2023. Hello guys, here's the update. So I talked to my husband about it this morning, and when I brought it up, he immediately let out a sigh of relief. He said, I didn't know how to bring it up because you didn't seem bothered, but when I saw her in that dress, I thought it was very weird she wore that one. He went on to say that he even considered asking her to leave because he thought it was rude, but because I had no reaction to the dress, he thought I either didn't care or didn't recognize it, but either way, if I wasn't bothered, he didn't want to disturb my peace of mind by kicking her out. We discussed, and he's going to have a talk with her, not just about the dress, but her treatment of me in general, and explain that going forward, she will not be a friend in our lives. After this talk, I've decided to let it go and focus on my new marriage. This was a small thing, and now, after I've talked it out with my husband, I feel kind of silly I let it bother me this much. In at peace, she will no longer be in our lives, and that's enough for me. Someone said you gave her the chance to wear the dress her dad got her and gave her a gift. That was kind of a huh moment for me because no matter what her intentions were, that is true, and I'm glad she got to have that moment. End of update. The rest of this is just answering questions and explaining what the wedding looked like. A common asked question is, how did we even know what the dress looked like? I said it a few times in comments, but I've seen it a couple of times before in her closet. Usually, when my husband's friend group hangs out, the guys all get ready at one of their places, and the girls get ready at one of our places. Then we all meet up to wherever we're going, whether that's a pub crawl, or a concert, or a music festival, etc. Kate hosts pretty regularly, and it's during those times I've seen it in her closet while she looks for something to wear. And when she got married to Jarrold, she put her other wedding dress right next to the high school one. As for my husband, I asked him about that today, and he said when they broke up, Kate asked if he wanted to see the dress since there was no point in hiding it anymore, and he said yes. And then when they told their friends the news, the friends also wanted to see the dress, so she put it on for them too. On to pictures. I'm not going to post any, but I will explain how it looked for those of you who wanted to know. So firstly, lots of people showed up in wedding dresses, and that was absolutely beautiful. One thing my friends from college did was do a 50s Marilyn Monroe type glam, and it was killer. One of the staff was able to find a red carpet, and we took a bunch of black and white photos of them. I had about 5 girls wear their quince dresses, which was gorgeous smiling face with hard eyes. Finally, some parents dressed their little girls up in actual princess costumes, which I thought was really cute. The guys also dressed really well too. One guy did a sequin tux. Quite a few went for a rock star type suit. My husband's best man went for this really gorgeous red velvet tux. And my dress was this really shimmery, really poofy ball gown type dress with a flower design on the veil that I got custom made for me. And then I had it designed where I could actually unattach the poofy part of the dress for the reception. And then by doing that, it turned into this long, sleek white shimmery dress with a leg slit. Relevant comments on what the dress looked like. The one she wore was a champagne-colored lacy, not necessarily sexy or anything, but it had a lot of lace, V-neck dress with a collar. I'm not really sure how to explain it, with a track that had roses stitched into the design that were champagne-colored like her dress. I don't know if I did a good job explaining, but it's very pretty in person.